Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then 4:45 p.m. different show altogether, different topic altogether on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about expectations and productivity. What is the tie between what you expect to happen and your level of productivity? As you may also be able to discern from the show's title, we're also interested in the idea of using joy itself as a technology to move us towards our goals and objectives. As we know from 10th grade science, there's a scientific imperative behind the feeling of joy. And when the body's feeling joyful, what's happening at a biochemical level is that the body is flooding itself with endorphins, and those endorphins can give us a sense of euphoria that we can then leverage to move ourselves towards our goals and objectives. We encourage everyone on this show to start their own business that they may be able to live in abundance like a boss. So thanks for being here this morning, early with me, live and direct. For those who are new, let me say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. That I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered, and the conflagration that ensued initially happened there as well. That book will be published February 2018. Look for that in bookstores everywhere off of iconic press, Third World Press, here in the States for the first time. I'm also the former executive director of the World Stage Literary and Jazz Venue here in California. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English literature at Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy, literally crazy, my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, then subsequently gave me up for adoption to a wonderful single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Mo D famously said, how you like me now? Right? And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show. In fact, that really inspires our business and also this show. Because we know what it's like to come from difficulty. And those folks who are like us, this could be your story. We have a built-in excuse, and it's a good excuse as to why we cannot ball, have not ball, will not ball, shall not ball. But I'm here to tell you, regardless of your circumstantial origins, you can ball until you fall. Please go to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us. We offer live one-on-one Productive Through Joy consulting. We also come out and speak to universities, schools, and organizations in a group setting about being productive through joy. Definitely go to YouTube's Michael Datcher station and become a subscriber. It's free. Get all these videos, see what we're all about, see what we do, or simply go to michaeldatcher.com. All those websites are linked, of course. So again, thanks for being here again. We're talking about hope, expectation, and productivity. We'll dive into the core of that message in just a few seconds. In the morning show, we like to also speak about the import of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. Hallelujah. I just said hallelujah because I had a flash of my last few months. If you know the show, I've been going through some serious drama, which is not my particular approach. I like to be drama free. I'll leave the drama to the actors. But, people in the professional ranks oftentimes respond, frankly, to excellence. And when you shine too bright, when you shine like a diamond, as Rihanna would say, haters are going to come out of the woodwork. And so although we know what happens, when it happens with great intensity, it's always a little stunning. So I've been going through that type of situation myself. Anyway, so But it was so serious that it began to impinge upon my mental mindset, meaning it was in my mind throughout my day, which is the point. At times we wake up with trouble on our mind. It follows us throughout our day. We go to bed with that same trouble on our mind. We wake up. It becomes a thing. That becomes our week, and at times our month, or several months, or even a year. At times that becomes and is our life. And so we know that happens for many people, especially those who are seeking to live in abundance like a boss. As you begin to change your life, you're going to provoke people. You're going to inspire some people to do what you do, which is great, or do what they should be doing. But you definitely are going to provoke people whose own lives are not what they would like to be. So they're going to attack you. That's just the deal. As the great poet Cat Williams said, if you only got 5 haters today, by next Thursday, you get your 10, double up, right? Because when you shine, the haters are going to come. And actually, frankly, shining haters are a reflection that you're shining. So don't get freaked out when people hate on you, but know that it is a thing that you have to actually deal with and address. So we help people deal with stress, which comes about when people who are haters at times try to stop your shine. All right. So we talk about this kind of stress management, especially when you are endeavoring to live in abundance like a boss. Listen, it's a lot. People are going to come at you. There's no choice. That's just documented. That's just how it is. And so again, not to be dismantled by that. It's also an opportunity to, when it does happen, and it will, to bring to fore unmanifested skill sets that heretofore have not been made manifest. And you get a chance to both challenge people, challenge yourself as you go, and inspire people as you go through what haters bring. And we deal with the stress that comes with that in the context of ritual. Ritual can be defined in this broad context as basically doing the same thing at around the same time, right? So let me give you a brief example of my own morning ritual to serve as an exemplar. So in the mornings I wake up hella early AF at 3:45 a.m. I read a couple of spiritual and/or business books. I do our show at 4:45 a.m. right now here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Then at 5, I work on my current book until sunrise, which is around 6 o'clock here on the west coast of America. At 6, I go to the beach. I live along the coast here in Venice Beach, California. So I get my drum, I walk out to the beach, I meditate, pray, do yoga. It's really powerful, guys. I mean, the ocean it's a game changer. Early in the morning especially. It's very, very powerful. I come back, I work on my current book for a while longer. And then I go back to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica's Pier, and then circle back all the way around to run back to Venice to go to my gym here in Go's Gym here in Venice to get my buff on, to get my workout in. So guys, by 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'm feeling amazing. My body's being flooded with endorphins, and that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria. As we know from 10th grade science, when the body is being flooded with endorphins, we get that sense of euphoria that we can then leverage to move ourselves towards our goals and objectives. My goals and objectives, of course, involve consulting, real estate, publishing, and public speaking. We're not saying do what I do. We're saying do what you do to accomplish your own goals. And we help people we help people construct a ritual that they can lean upon every day. Since life happens to us every damn day, it makes sense to be prepared for life every damn day. Hello, that's simple but powerful knowledge. And ritual is a way that we can do that. So I'm reading 2 great books now as part of my reading time. I'm reading a book called the Nag Hammadi Scriptures, or the Library, which is a book of ancient kind of metaphysical scriptures. I'm also reading a book called by Carl, what's his name? Lance. It's called Own the Moment. Yeah, Lentz, by Carl Lentz. And as I read these books, I just finished, for example, with Jen Sincero's book, which is a business book about having a wealth mindset. And so as I read the books, of course, I bring in new books, trade them out. And so now I'm reading Carl Lentz's book, On the Moment. So from these 2 books, I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant, which I contemplate throughout my day. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I change my thinking to experience, expect, and hope that my dreams are guaranteed. And from that reading, I also construct the morning show and afternoon show based upon that. So all the shows that we do have a inspirational element because they're coming straight from my morning rituals, right? And so today we're talking as a result about expectations and productivity. So again, if you're enjoying the show, please swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the conversation, or simply share this on your social media platforms. Let people know about this powerful show. Have me come out and speak to your group or organization. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com to reach out, or reach out simply on social media. Definitely go to Michael Datcher's YouTube channel. Become a subscriber. It's free. Get access to all these videos. See what I'm doing. I'm going to be coming to a town near you, I'm sure, as my latest book comes out February 2018 in America. So reach out to a player. All right, guys, let's dive in. So today we're talking about expectation and productivity. So point one, you want to be conscious of what you expect. Right? You want to be conscious, almost like as the Buddha said, you want to become an observer of yourself. Like, what are you expecting to happen? Like, what's your expectation, right? You want to be conscious that you have expectations, not just for some standalone big dream. Like, I expect this dream, hopefully one day to happen, or some version of that idea. No, it's more of a expectations lifestyle as you go through your day, as you go to meeting, especially for those who are entrepreneurs, in which this show is, of course, aimed at in many ways. But just as you go into relationships, as you go into meetings that are not business oriented, but just like hanging out with your family, your friends, your girl, your guy, right? You want to have it. We talk about it in the context of we talk about it in the context of your intention. What is your expectation? What is your intention as to what is going to happen? But you want to be conscious of that idea of going into meetings, going through your day with expectations. Now, the Buddhists also say to be unattached, which I don't think that's what the spirit is about, but I get that philosophical approach, but we reject that. We actually say you want to have expectations, right, about outcomes, which goes into point two. When you begin to expect things, you want to expect things to go your way. Listen, this is a friendly universe, although when you look at certain activities happening on the planet, especially with our current administration at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, it's hard to feel good because of the virulent racism, anti-blackness, homophobia, anti-transgender, anti-just life, agenda being put out by the president and the folks he's placing in power, Jeff Sessions, these people who have a virulent anti-black or racist history, well documented. Steve Bannon, well documented, this racism. It's hard to feel hopeful. But those people, those are small people, right? This universe is a friendly universe. It's just love concretized. The universe, the energy of the universe is love. God, spirit is love. That simple statement is true. That attraction that we feel during love is the attraction that is all over the planet. As above, so below. It's no surprise that we have a thing called gravity, a gravitational pull. That's how the universe actually works. And when you're in love with someone, that same thing exists as well. It's that gravitational pull of the individual. Just know that the universe is love. And despite what's happening, what may appear to be normalized, that's not real. That's not what it's really about. And love, because that's the nature of the universe, can conquer that, which goes into point three. When you expect that the universe is a friendly universe because it is love itself, you begin to manifest what you expect. You begin to manifest what you expect. You begin to manifest what you expect. And we expect the good to happen to us. Boom, goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. We air each weekday morning, hella early AF here at 4:45 a.m. Here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Thanks for being here. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Have me come out, speak to your group. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.